Welcome back, guys. Today we're going to discuss how to handle version control in our virtual environment. That's what we are going to discuss today. So, practically, what's version control in a virtual environment? So, suddenly there are sometimes you come across issues where you want to change the version of a specific library, right? Come across this situation. So, in this situation, we should change the version. So let me show what I'm trying to say. So basically now we are in our global environment, practically the Python library that is used on our root directory. That's why it hasn't shown any virtual environment over here. So now let's check test1 virtual environment. How to activate the test1 virtual environment. So to activate test1 virtual environment is pretty simple. You just have to go over here, the current library. Actually it shows the current global library, Python library we are using. So now we want to use test1. So you need to click test1. So now it has been activated. And now close the current terminal and run a new terminal. So as you can see, test1 is activated. So delete the old terminal. So test1 is now activated. Now let's list out the libraries in this virtual environment. So as you can see, the in test1 we are using numpy 1.26.0. So what if I want to use a different version of numpy library? So what will I do? So you just need to go to the numpy page, and in the numpy page you will see different versions. This is very essential to know some information of the numpy before installing onto the virtual environment. So it provides you very useful information that will reduce lots of our time on wasting on trying to fix bugs that come across when you're installing libraries. For example, assume you want to install 1.25 version. So when you read this information, release notes of the numpy library, you can see here the Python version that is supported in this release is 3.9 to 3.11. So what do you think our Python library version is? So let's see what our Python library version is. Sorry, Python spelling mistake. So our version now is Python 3.12.3. So as you can see, this version of NumPy won't support on that virtual environment because it runs version 3.12.3. So as you can see, it says it works only on 3.9 to 11. So basically this won't work now on the Python virtual environment because it will show some weird bugs. So let's see the release notes to see which Python library which numpy library that can support on our virtual environment. So let's see 1.26. As you can see 1.26, it says it says it supports Python versions from 3.9 to 3.2. So probably this will work on our current environment because our current environment is 3.12.3, which is obviously the version 3.12 as it says. So let's try to change this numpy version into practically 1.26.2. so to change the numpy version, you just need to write pip numpy I think equals, sorry, pip install equal 1.26 point, was it 1? I can't remember. It's 2, 1.26.2. So now we will install numpy 1.26.2, which is practical an upgrade for 1.26.0. This will literally delete the current version that was previously installed and install the new versions that I installed now, that is practical, which is installing now. And let me show you. So until it gets installed, let me tell you something very important. We can do this type of pip install numpy version changes only to Python libraries. Practically we cannot change these things onto a Python programming language. So there are Python 3 programming version 3 programming language and different programming Python versions. So currently I'm using 3.12.3. So I can't use this approach to change this Python version to 3.11. Practically, if you want to change it to Python 3.11, you have to literally install it from the Python website. So how do you do that? You have to go to the Python website and select the version you want to install. So download this and do your next things. You know how to install, place next and next. Just fill the form and do it. You know what I'm saying. So after that, you have to go to your terminal and you will see your new Python environment. Oh, sorry, your new Python library, which is currently, assume I installed 3.9.19. So it will be shown here. So currently I have 3.12. So when you install Python 3.9.9 version, it will show over here. So in respect to the root directory, this is the location where your Python libraries will be installed. Not your Python library, practically your Python programming language will be installed. So after installing this, you just need to do a simple approach. So after installing, you just have to create a new Python environment. So as I said before, you cannot change it. I said it previously. So to create a new Python environment, Python whatever, no, you have to write it like, what's it again? Not that. So practically you have to write it like this: virtual env, I hope the spelling is right, and the direct I think it's -p, and the directory where your Python library is. For example, you want Python version 3.9. So as I showed in your terminal, the 3.9 version will be installed here. So you have to copy this path, copy, and paste here. Control-Shift-V. Okay. So in respective root, in respect to the root library, and Python, what was it, 3.9 or something, right? That was the version we used. So basically you have to show the path where the Python library you installed you want on the virtual environment. In this case it will be here. So I have only 3.12 here. So when you install 3.9 will be there. That's why I used here 3.9. And then the environment you are expecting to be, and press enter, and the environment will be created perfectly. And in that environment, now you can install all the library you want. That's the approach you have to go if you have an idea of using a different version of Python library, right? So that's it. So let's go to the previous topic again, and here it is. The numpy was installed. So in this case, as you can see, uninstall numpy 1.26.0. That's what here, the current older version. And successfully installed NumPy 1.26.2, the new version we installed now. So let's see. All right. So let's hit list it. See, as you can see, the version is updated. Let's create for the moment and control check. Web Python version, something like that. Okay, virtual venv. All right, and then the new Python virtual environment you want to create. So let me check it if that's right. Yeah, that's the way. This is the way to create a new virtual environment. And that's it, guys. I hope you understand what I taught you today. And if I did anything wrong or if I said anything wrong, that's practically wrong or literally wrong. I'm always new to learn new things because I'm new to learning Python. I hope you love this video. Bye. If you like this video, please subscribe and like this video. Bye.